So I did shots of Mojo and his mom on WrestleMania night, and guys, it was the best thing ever.
And I got nothing. Wolfie gets nothing. Why be woken when you can always be broken?
Nikki Gallows in a bathroom, totally awkward.
Or totally iconic.
We need Cody for president.
Hey, every club beats a villain.
The Bullet Club single-handedly saved wrestling.
Bray Wyatt lives in darkness, and I would follow him into the dark. Rebby Hardy is goals and my spirit animal.
Yeah, and that's why you went running drunk down Berman Street screaming her name. We're iconic.
Totally iconic.
Nikki and Jennifer. We are the queens of the ring.
Hi. Hi.
So we're in the same place, but not in the same place.
Yeah, it's weird.
Jen's in my living room and I'm in my bedroom.
Yeah, and Jennifer can't talk.
Yes.
I come here, and the day before I come here, I start losing my voice. It's great.
Yes, and she comes here, and literally she could not talk when she got here. So it's a little better, but not great.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's a lot better than it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But thankfully, half of this episode is going to be an interview.
Yay.
It is. I know. It's very exciting. And it is with Dave LaGreca from Busted Open Radio.
It was very exciting.
It was.
Even though half the time he couldn't hear me.
I know. Like, seriously. Yeah.
Yeah. Nikki was like talking really loud and I was like screeching. And like when I got really, really close to the computer, he could hear me, but that was it. And then I think half the time he thought I was you anyway.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What do you do? It's a little crazy, but we'll have him on again. He liked being on the podcast, so we'll have him on again. Hopefully it won't be as chaotic as this time.
Hopefully.
And
we should have a few more guests soon.
I have a couple lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one, maybe two. I don't know.
I have one, maybe two, if not more. I don't know. We have to make sure our ducks are in a line before naming names. But Dave LaGreca is our interview, and we talk Ronda Rousey, which you all know we love Ronda Rousey. Bray Wyatt, Mojo Rawley, Finn Balor, tag teams, Evolution, SummerSlam,
The Shield,
and if Bully actually likes me.
Yeah, we got some inside scoop on that.
Yeah, that was. I thought he hated me.
And guys, I think Bully might be a guest one day. I'm excited.
We'll see about that.
There's no guarantee, but you know,
we'll see about that.
That would be pretty awesome.
That would, but again, we'll see about that because, yeah.
Yeah, he's not one of the ones lined up yet.
No. That would be a good get, though.
Mm-hmm. It would.
That would be a good get, but no. Oh, and Becky Lynch. We talk Becky Lynch.
We do.
And how women understand Becky and her motives more than men do.
Well, they were talking about Becky and Charlotte. What was it? Thursday on Busted Open?
Yes.
Yeah, and they didn't really truly get the female side, I don't think.
Yeah, like men were just like, I don't get it. And like even on Twitter, there was a bunch of men just like, I don't understand why like women would do that to each other.
But like I kind of agree with this. Wasn't in our podcast or our interview, but like they were talking on Busted Open about how it didn't make any sense for Becky to come out and like attack the crowd for not being behind her.
Yeah, because
they always are behind her. But I think they were having a little confusion on why Becky is considered a heel to begin with because of what we don't think she should be a heel. But they're like, why are they making her into a heel? I'm like, well, she's not really a heel. Like, she's doing what any woman would do.
Exactly. Like any woman put in that position would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I believe any man would either. Me too, but whatever. Yeah. Eventually.
You would think.
Seth did it.
Seth did do it.
Mm-hmm.
It was damn good.
It was.
It was. But anyway, guys, so we're going to go ahead and you're going to hear us with Dave LaGreca right now. Enjoy. And we will be back after this interview with our takes on Braun, the Shield, a possible Wyatt family reunion, and more. So stay tuned.
For Ronda, like, how could you not respect her for how much she cares and loves pro wrestling and is a big pro wrestling fan? And I think that's kind of cool, actually.
Well, I can see that. I know she's a fan. I think our side goes more into, her comments in regards to Fallon Fox, who was a transgender UFC fighter. I know that is something that we look into seriously and take a lot of serious regards to. In addition, she has only had 4 matches and was given that title shot and eventually given that title. So I think that's something that we look into as well.
And that's something. And listen, that's something I can understand if you have a complaint with that. That's fine. Though she's had more than 4 matches. 4 pay-per-view matches are on TV, but she's done the house show circuit. She went through developmental. But if you have a problem with the fact that she got the belt way too soon, I can understand that. But I still think that it's good at the end of the day.
Yeah. And it will bring more eyes to the product, definitely. And that's why I do understand the business side. As somebody who has watched for 20 years, I get that business side. And I know, as somebody who's called in when Coach is on, we've gone around and round and round.
Yeah. The best part about it, though, the best part about it is that Jen agrees with everything I say. That's the best part.
Right, Jen?
If Jen doesn't disagree with anything I say,
oh yeah,
Jen, if Jen had a problem, she could say something, but she won't say anything because she knows I'm right about everything.
She's over here. She's nodding. She's nodding because all that sarcastically nodding.
Okay.
After Ronda, Paul Heyman now doesn't have anybody to really do anything with Brock living his dreams in the UFC once again. Could we see Heyman eventually try to take Ronda under his wing? Now, I know she's not a heel right now, but could she eventually be heel?
I think she could. I mean, definitely not right now because of the things that you said earlier about the business side. So for the business side, it's smart for her to be a face right now. But I can see somewhere down the road, I can see her being a heel and then maybe having Paul Heyman by her side. I actually would love Paul Heyman to be on the side of Charlotte. I think Charlotte's better suited as a heel, and I would love to see Paul Heyman be with Charlotte. I think that would be perfect, especially if there's a Charlotte Ronda Rousey match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, and definitely to hear Heyman kind of go off on Ronda would be something. That would be something to definitely see. So now going off from Ronda going into SummerSlam, Demon Finn. We all love Demon Finn, but it seems like when he's not a demon, he just can't really get anything done, and it's kind of sad. We love Finn Balor, though. I know everybody does.
Yep.
I know Jen and I were talking about this last night. It seems like it was just a weird place, and I know Meltzer's reviews came out, and I know we're very angry with Meltzer right now as very, very passionate IKKONIKS fans. We're very angry.
I can understand that. I'm a passionate IKKONIK fan, too, so I'm right along with you.
Yes, we're very angry, but he did give it half of a star for that Finn Balor Baron Corbin match, which we kind of agree. Like, the entrance was the only thing we really, really enjoyed. Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, I get like a half a star, but to me, that's not even a match that should have been rated. That's a match that meant to make a statement, and that's how dominant Finn Balor can be. So when I look back at that match, I don't look at it as like, wow, that was a terrible match, or they shouldn't have had that match. Or to me, that was making a statement about how good Finn Balor is, and so I thought it worked in that scenario, and I thought Finn Balor had a great match the next night on Raw.
Yeah, and that match I know I'm boycotting, but yes, I'm boycotting the WWE right now until Bray Wyatt's on. But Jen over here can.
If he can hear me, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Nick. I can't hear Jen.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jen says that she enjoyed it thoroughly, that Roman Reigns and Finn Balor match. She enjoyed it thoroughly. Even though I am boycotting.
Oh, please, you're boycotting. You're boycotting for what, a week?
Guess
you're
what?
You're gonna be watching Raw next week, boycott. Give me a break.
If Bray is on, yes. Again, boycott ends once that man is on my screen, so.
But how are you gonna know if Bray's gonna be on if you're not watching?
Jen. I have friends who will tell me.
Oh, you have friends? Okay. All right. Okay.
The thing is,
you can understand why Bray Wyatt was not on, right? I mean, because Matt's was not involved. So if Matt's not involved, they're probably figuring out some other way to use Bray Wyatt. And did you see Bray Wyatt's tweet about the Shield reuniting on Monday? So who knows? Maybe you see. How could you not be excited for Raw on Monday after seeing that tweet?
I am excited, but I'm just not watching it because.
Okay.
You know where I'm going. Plus, Dave, here's the thing: is they are on the East Coast, 3 hours ahead of me, so I get spoilers anyway.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
All right. I'll let you know if Bray's on or not.
All right. Yes. Everybody will let me know, and then I'll watch, and then I'll say it was amazing. It was the best Raw of the year.
So is Bray Wyatt the only person you like in the WWE?
Finn Balor.
Okay, so how could you be upset? Finn Balor had an amazing he was in the main event on Monday.
But
Finn
he had
Balor.
an amazing match, and then it was covered up by the Shield.
Yeah.
You're not excited about the Shield being back?
I'm excited about the Shield, but when you have Finn lose and you try to cover up the disappointment because Roman won by, the Shield came out, everybody get happy about the Shield, you're hiding, you're trying to, push Roman by, burying Finn. I don't like that.
Okay, all right, so let me ask you this. I'm really intrigued by this. Did you watch SmackDown on Tuesday?
I did. This is Jennifer, by the way. I watched it.
What kind of boycott are you talking about? You said you're boycotting the WWE after all, and you watched SmackDown on Tuesday.
Yeah, you can hear me now, apparently. But yes, I did watch SmackDown.
Okay, all right. So, okay, enjoy the boycott.
It's going swimmingly. I was buying hangers during SmackDown. It was great.
Oh my God. So, how would you book Finn then? Because they're clearly not going to give him a title. How would you book him? Because he's being buried.
How would I book who?
Finn.
Just the way they're booking him right now. I mean, you couldn't have expected him to beat Roman Reigns on Monday. Roman just won the title. So forever, Finn Balor was in the mid-card, and then he's in the main event on Monday. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with Finn because he has a big win at SummerSlam as the Demon, and then just as Finn Balor without the Demon, he's in the main event, and he has a 20-plus minute match with Roman Reigns. That's a great way to book Finn Balor.
But don't you feel like he's being underutilized, really?
I thought it was being underutilized until this past weekend on Sunday and Monday.
But do you think they're using him to make Roman look better because he's so good he can help Roman look better?
I mean, can't you do both? Can't you make Roman look good and at the same time elevate Finn?
You can, but that's kind of sad when you're using Finn for that, I think.
Why? He was in the main event match against the world champion. He took him to the limit. He almost won.
No, to get people to not turn off their television. That's why.
Oh, come on. I disagree. I think Finn looked good. I'm a Finn fan. I'm with you. I love Finn Balor. I was upset when Finn left New Japan. I loved him with NXT. I was happy when he won the Universal Championship. I was disappointed when he had to give it up the next day. I've hated the fact how bad he's been booked. But he's been booked terrible, and then, he has a good he dominates Baron Corbin. I mean, squashes Baron Corbin, and then he's in the main event the next day.
No, but I love Baron Corbin, but squashing Baron Corbin is not saying very much. I'm just saying.
But all right, let me ask you this: would it have been better if it was a better match? If it was like a Dave Meltzer 5-star match, would that have made you feel better?
Giving him a better opponent would have made me feel better.
Okay, all right, okay.
If you're trying to make him look strong like the whole time, don't give him Baron Corbin. All
right, so you didn't like Baron Corbin. You want him to have a better opponent. He fought the world champion the next night.
You pushed him over.
We just
love Finn. So basically, what you're saying is that you want Finn Balor to be the Universal Champion.
I'm not saying that. I just think that he never got a fair shot to get it back.
I know. I agree. Listen. I'm somebody that says on the air all the time. I wanted to see Finn Balor against Brock Lesnar. I would have loved that.
Scary, but yes. That would have been a scary prospect, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah.
Do you think if he brought the demon out more, he would get look better?
Okay, you're gonna say the question again because I couldn't hear.
If he comes out as the demon more, like if he kind of personifies that instead of the regular Finn, do you think that would get him further?
I think that he'll be the demon in I don't think you'll see the demon until WrestleMania. He'll be a demon. He'll be the demon like in special like pay-per-views and stuff like that. I don't think you'll see it on a regular basis. And that was pretty cool on Sunday, him as the demon. I thought he looked awesome. The makeup was great.
Yeah, and it was a surprise, so that was good.
Surprise demons are always the best demons.
I think what I think should happen? I think Bray Wyatt should shave his beard.
No! Okay.
I don't know. All right, then. Okay, let's do it a different way. She's like having a heart attack over here.
Palpitations.
So how would you book Bray going forward with no Matt Hardy?
Listen, this is something that we can agree on. I think the WWE's completely dropped the ball with Bray Wyatt. I love Bray Wyatt. I love the way Bray Wyatt first came up into the WWE. I thought that character was fantastic. And I think they kind of made him a little sticky and a little goofy. And I liked it with Matt. I thought they were a good team. But I would go back to having, Bray Wyatt have a bit of an edge to him, like he was when he first came up. And I would love to see. I'm a big fan of Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, and it looked like today on Twitter he was talking to Corey Taylor from Slipknot, so maybe he'll have some new music and kind of he's hinting at some big changes.
Bray Wyatt, big fan of Busted Open.
He is, which I don't like Bully outing my info, Mr. Bully Ray.
What did Bully do?
He was talking, it was last week, or no, it was earlier this week. He was talking about my crush on Bray Wyatt and talking about my tweet where I was saying that Ronda shouldn't have got that title shot. And they're talking about Adam Cole getting called up on Monday or Tuesday and getting a he said I had a crush on Adam Cole just like I have a crush on Bray Wyatt.
I saw your tweet after. You gotta understand something, Nikki. For better or for worse, you're a part of the family now. You're like you're like our kid sister. So we're gonna goof on once in a while. You're in, so there's nothing you can do about it. You're in your family.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell. Bully's gonna get it. He's gonna get it. One day.
Bully's a big fan of yours, Nikki. You got
really?
Listen how much you've grown. Bully's a big fan of yours. I'm a big fan of yours. Coach is a big fan of yours.
I feel like Bully and I have a weird relationship.
Yes, those are some of the best ones. Some of the best relationships are weird.
Wow. That's interesting. I feel weird that Bully actually likes me.
He likes you.
It feels weird. I feel like
you're like a kid sister.
Yeah. And Izzy. I love Izzy too.
Of course you do. You're Izzy's big sister.
I know. Oh God. Did you hear about Izzy and how she we're going to talk about Izzy for a second. This is totally off topic, but it is having to do with Adam Cole, so it's wrestling related. Over in New Orleans, WrestleMania, she saw Adam Cole and told her dad that he was hot.
Wow.
I'm like, oh God. And I was like, okay. And then she said Tyler Bate was hot. I'm like, oh no, honey. No.
Well, she's too young. You can give her time.
I told her, I'm like, I'll tell you all about why you shouldn't like Tyler Bate, but I'll have to give you a few years.
By the way, too, how about the first and only time we met was at this past WrestleMania, correct?
Yeah, you met Jen and I.
Oh, was that Jen? I didn't know. I didn't. You didn't introduce me, I don't think.
Yeah, I actually did, and yes, that was Jen.
Oh, I was busy. I apologize. But all I remember after meeting you was like, I said, hey, how are you and everything, and thanks for listening and all that stuff. And then you're like, you don't talk enough Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Don't be offended.
And then you walked away.
Oh, don't be offended. She does that to everyone.
I do.
And I was like, wow.
And guess what? I was probably like, Rebby, where's Rebby? Rebby, where's Rebby?
And did you meet Rebby?
I've met her twice that weekend.
See?
Yeah, because I love Rebby. And she follows me on Twitter now.
And Rebby was at our Summerslam show Sunday.
I know, I was jealous. Anyway, back to SummerSlam now because I've talked about Rebby too much.
I didn't mean to distract you. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was thinking about Rebby. Anyway, everybody on the podcast knows how much I adore Rebby. She's basically like my wrestling idol. Anyway, back to SummerSlam. Miz and Daniel Bryan. I had an epiphany this morning.
Wait, what did you say?
The Miz and Daniel Bryan.
All right, the Miz and Daniel Bryan. Did you like the Miz and Daniel Bryan?
I was back and forth on it, but I had an epiphany this morning.
Okay, what is it?
So, I was back and forth on it, right? And figure out why. And I think it's because now that Daniel Bryan is cleared, all the forbiddenness is gone. And that's why I don't know why. Like, it's just not forbidden anymore. And the match was good. It was a good match. But like something was missing in my mind. I don't know why. But I think it's the forbiddenness is gone now because now he can actually punch him in the face.
You know what I think, and I'm guilty of this too, so it's not just you, and I could be totally wrong, but I think there's a part of you that likes the Miz. So when you see the Miz and Daniel Bryan, you don't have that 100% love for Daniel Bryan because you don't have that 100% hate for the Miz because you kind of like the Miz too. Am I wrong?
I love them both.
See, there you go. So that's why. Because you love the Miz now.
We both love them both. That's the problem. Oh, Jen's losing her voice again. You have to translate.
I love the Miz being an asshole. I don't love the Miz as being like, oh, I want him to win. I love the Miz as a heel.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't think that's it for me. I think there was just so much buildup and then so long with nothing. And then they're trying to pick it back up. And like, I think like the heat of it is kind of gone at this point, which is sad. But I feel like so many people have kind of been like, oh yeah, that was a long time ago. You know, not me,
I got you. I used to hate the Miz. I'm a Miz fan now, so.
I know it feels weird because I hated the Miz as well, and then about a year ago I was like, I like the Miz.
I've hated him since Real World though. I really
Oh,
did.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And now, like a year ago, we were like, we like the Miz.
He's a great heel, that's fine.
He's very good at his job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus now Miz and Mrs. just we can't hate him.
It's a great show. That show's great.
It's really good. Which I don't know if that's included in my boycott. It's on my DVR right now.
Oh my god.
Is it?
Today she's only gonna watch the network till the end of the month, and then she's not gonna watch that anymore either.
I'm deciding.
Oh, give me a break. Are you actually thinking about not subscribing to the WWE Network?
I'm debating it.
She's not buying any merch.
I have,
Oh, please.
I have not.
But let me tell you this, she's going to WrestleMania.
See, there you go. Oh, so you're coming to WrestleMania. So I'll see you at WrestleMania. You going to come by?
But the final,
No, but you're already planning Royal Rumble. Because it's here in Phoenix.
Oh, that's right. We may do something at the Royal Rumble, I hope. So maybe I'll see you in Phoenix.
Exactly, you're going, but you're boycotting, right?
there you go.
Do you see what I put up with on a daily basis?
Okay, Mrs. Mojo Rawley.
Oh my god.
Oh, you guys are just fighting. Stop fighting.
Mojo Rawley. If I had voiceover Chris Jericho saying Mojo Rawley over and over again, Mojo Rawley.
Well, he's not getting a fair shot. He's not.
Who? Mojo Rawley?
Yeah.
You like Mojo Rawley too?
Man loves Mojo Rawley.
Oh boy.
I like him as a person, and I wish he would get booked right, because he's not getting a fair shot. I think that the whole hype bro gimmick, it doesn't suit him because he's not dumb. So.
Well, give it some time. Not everybody could be, like Mark Henry always says, not everybody could be at the top of the card. So give it a little time.
Not everybody could be Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Not everybody could be Roman Reigns. That's right.
Literally.
There's only one big dog that can fit in the yard, and that's Roman.
And Bray's still conjuring the spell to get him out. Anyway, so now we're going to talk about tag teams.
Okay.
Tag teams are notoriously getting crapped on.
I know. Bully says that all the time, that they're not perceived the same way in the WWE. It's tough.
Bad. Like, I don't know what's happening. And now the New Day has won their fifth title.
Do they need it is the question. They don't need it. A lot more tag teams need it more than they do. They're over. They've been over for a long time.
Honestly, I know why they took it off of the Bludgeon Brothers with Rowan being hurt, but
Well, I mean, I had to get off the Bludgeon Brothers because Rowan got hurt.
Yeah, exactly. But we couldn't have given it to like the Bar or.
Oh my God! You just want everybody that you like to be a champion.
The Good Brothers.
New Day.
Sanity. I like the New Day, but can somebody else have a turn?
Do you watch like football or baseball or basketball?
I do, and you know what I say? Can somebody else have a turn?
You're
Dave,
funny.
I'm a Los Angeles Chargers fan. Can somebody else have a turn?
All right, give it time. Maybe, 6 months ago, you never thought the Bludgeon Brothers would be champions, and there they were. You got to be patient, young lady. Patience.
I have zero patience. You can.
I know that. I can tell talking to you. You have zero patience.
I have zero patience. All I want right now is everything that I want.
I know. You want what you want. Let me tell you something. You get what you get, and you don't get upset.
I've been told that many times in my life, and guess what? It's never worked.
You're funny.
Very bad. It's terrible, Dave. Anyway, but Raw, same thing. But I, on the other hand, am a B Team fan. I love the B Team. I love them. Jen, on the other hand, has this look of disgust right now. Dave?
I'm not hearing you guys. Now I hear you.
Okay.
It's tough hearing you. I think my phone's dying.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, we'll try to make it quick. B Team. I love the B Team. Jen likes the B Team. How long do you think this is gonna go on? I know Pauline says there's a flavor of the month. What do you think?
Of the B Team?
Yes.
No, I'll say this. I really like them. I like Curtis Axel a lot. I like Bo Dallas a lot. As a tag team, they're okay. I'm not in love with them. I don't think they're great, but time will tell.
I just like them. I don't know why. Something about them just makes me smile.
You like them?
I do. I don't know why. It's
Don't overthink about it. You like them. That's a good thing. It's very rare. It's very rare that there's something you like. So the fact that you like them, don't overthink it, because you're going to start thinking, and when you start thinking, you're not going to like them anymore.
You know me too well, Dave. You know me too well.
I know that. Stop thinking. Your problem is you think too much. Stop thinking so much.
I know.
Hey, listen, don't kill me on this, but every once in a while it's okay to wear another color other than black. You can wear a little blue once in a while, maybe some orange, yellow. What do you think?
Jen?
Yes?
You should see the look on her face right now.
I'm looking at my closet, which is open. Jen, what do you see?
I see all black except for one blue, and that's a wrestling shirt. That's what I see.
AJ Styles.
There you go. I mean, it's okay, like, once in a while, just wear something that's not black. And I love black. Most of the stuff I have is black. I'm just saying, every once in a while, you wear something blue or yellow, just once in a while. And then, you know what? It's okay to like the B Team.
I love the B Team. Oh, is the B Team, by the way. At Access. Once I figure that out. Anyway, so one last thing we're going to talk about, Evolution.
Okay, I'm excited for Evolution.
I'm very excited. I'm a little, I'm excited yet iffy. I don't know how these matches are going to go, but I'm excited. I really want the match that I want, but I don't will happen. Iconic.
I don't hear you.
Oh. That's what I want, but
You keep breaking up. Or is that just the way Jen talks? I don't know.
no, that's not the way Jen talks, because Jen wasn't talking.
Okay, sorry.
All right. So the match that we
Sorry, I'm sorry, Jen. Jen sounds like she's like a million miles away.
well, she's
Go ahead, Nikki. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your question. I know you're excited about Evolution, but you're iffy about a couple of things. And now you're going to tell me who should win every match. Go ahead.
no, just the match that we're excited for, yet probably will never happen. The Bella Twins versus the Iconics.
I would love to see the Bellas against the Iconics.
I think it'd be perfect.
I would love to see Peyton Royce as the SmackDown Women's Champion.
I agree. That needs to happen. But
I'm a big Peyton Royce fan.
you know what else I'd like to see? Becky Lynch as the SmackDown Women's Champion.
That could happen.
That needs to happen. Because you know
Right
what?
there.
She had no, there was no problems right there with what she did to Charlotte.
I have no problem with that. But I'm a Charlotte fan. I love Charlotte.
We like Charlotte, but as a
I
woman,
love
we
Braun.
would have done the same thing.
I know. I get it. I understand.
As women, though, as looking at Twitter, a lot of, no offense to men, we don't like to bash men, but a lot of men were like, why would she do that? No, we get why she would do that. We get it.
See, you have to call into the show and explain that. You have to call in and explain, from the perspective of a woman, why what happened with Becky and Charlotte was going to happen.
But I don't like Becky and all of it.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that got hurt, not Charlotte. So, I think that's dumb.
It's very dumb. It's the way they're booking it is dumb. They're making her a heel, even though she's very justified. And I might have to call in Monday and say, listen, this is what it's like to be a woman and have a friend stab you in the back multiple times and then just be fed up.
There you go. So call in on Monday.
Yes. Be expecting that. You know how hard it is to get through on the phone lines lately? It is very difficult.
It's a very popular show,
It
Nikki.
is. I have to get on the phone at like 7:59 if the phone lines are open.
It's tough. It gets tough to get in there.
I know. Hands
And
is
I'm
always there first.
I'm appreciative that you get up so early to listen.
Yeah, it's freaking 6 o'clock in the morning.
It's early.
It's early.
That's early.
Usually I'm just laying here with Ambrose. But yeah, so Dave, other than the Iconics versus the Bellas, is there any match that you can see other than the one match that has been announced of Alexa versus Trish Stratus? What match?
That's awesome.
I know. I'm very excited about Alexa versus Trish. The other match that we were thinking that could happen, I know Mickie James might be hurt right now. We don't know really what's going on with Mickie James. The idea that we kind of had for Alexa versus Trish is, what if Mickie gets involved?
She might.
And
I mean, if Mickey's back or not, that's something to think about.
yeah, and I mean, with Mickie and Trish having quite the history, what if Alexa gets taken out and Mickie takes her place?
It's very possible. I would love to see. I would love to see that. I loved their matches. I loved their WrestleMania match. It was great when Mickie won the championship. Yes.
That was a good time. Are there any other matches that you could see happening? I mean, I know Lita is confirmed to be back. Her match hasn't been announced, but there's been rumors. And the Bella Twins are coming back. Is there anything else you could see coming soon?
I mean, I'm just interested in this Becky Charlotte, and I understand what you're saying and I agree with you that Becky should be the face and Charlotte should be the heel. But I'm really looking forward to them in the ring together. I think that this is like a feud that could be like a Gargano Ciampa, where it just goes on forever. I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I could see that as well, and I could definitely see Becky having something similar to what Johnny's going through right now, where Johnny's very unsure of who he is anymore.
That's right.
And, we were even talking about in our girl gang, which is our girls who just watch wrestling and talk about wrestling all the time. We were talking about how just in Johnny's ring attire, it told a story. Because half of it was Spider-Man and the other half was Venom. And the Venom was overtaking Spider-Man, and it was a good versus evil.
I know, I love it.
That alone was storytelling just in an outfit.
Yep.
God.
You got a keen eye. I like it. You're absolutely right.
It's gorgeous. Beautiful. And then all of the faces were wearing white, and then Ciampa wore white, and it was, yes.
Good stuff, right?
Well, I think we're going to let you go since your phone sounds like it's dying, but thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm sure you'll be on again in the future.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you having me on.
Yes, and I'll call in Monday, and I'm definitely hoping Bully's on there and I can give him a bunch of crap yet again.
All right. I'll be listening.
Yes. All right, Dave, thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
All right, you too. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, so we're back.
Yay.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want Dave back on soon.
I do, so I can actually talk to him.
I know. Maybe next time, like, you can say something and we won't have technical difficulties.
Yeah, my voice will have technical difficulties.
Yeah.
It's bad, guys.
It is. Like, she's just sitting here coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing.
Yep. It's like a dry cough.
It is. It's a dry cough. Anyway, so as we were saying, we're going to discuss just a few things since I know we did cover a lot in the interview. So the first thing we're going to cover is the Shield returning? Reuniting. Even I'm still kind of iffy on what we're calling this. To me, it was just done completely wrong to begin with, but
sorry again, hold it.
It was just done completely wrong to begin with. Like, why? Like, I don't understand why. I know why, but I don't know why. Like, storyline wise, it doesn't make sense.
Well, if you're doing with like continuity of like what had happened before Dean got hurt, it makes sense. And it also makes sense if they're going the direction that is being hinted at that they're going. It makes sense. But it made sense on Monday night because this is what I said. If you could hear me in the interview, I don't know. But they did that because Finn lost. People were pissed. So as soon as Finn lost, here comes the Shield. You know, like it was like Finn lost and Braun comes out and here comes the Shield. Because I think it was to pull the heat off the fact that Roman had beat Finn and to get the heat off of that. Then I was like, oh, the Shield is here. Like, let's cheer Roman because the Shield is here. And then everybody forgot about the fact that Finn put on a hell of a match and lost.
Exactly.
And had already been told, if you lose this match, you're going to the back of the line for the title shot.
Yeah.
So I think it was used to save face for Roman.
Yeah. And I think another reason it pissed me off too was because literally it's like, hey, we're gonna make Braun look like an idiot again. Like, here we go. Braun's looking like an idiot again. Like, he looked freaking stupid the night before. Like, I'm just gonna stand here. Okay, well, I could have told you that Brock, or Roman or both were gonna do something. Like, it would have made a lot more sense if Braun had not cut that promo the night before that said, I'm not going to do it behind somebody's back. I'm going to do it right to their face. Like, it would have made so much more sense if he just walked out and stood there.
To be intimidating.
Exactly. Instead of just being like, I'm not gonna do it behind your back. I'm gonna do it this way. It would have just been
basically standing there like, okay, when it's over, I'm cashing in.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was too predictable.
Exactly. And then Monday, it's like Braun comes out again. I'm like, okay, well, really? But then you have the Shield come out and you made it look, one, you made Braun look stupid, and two, you made Roman look like he couldn't defeat Braun on his own.
Oh, that's true too.
Like, you have to have the Shield to fight your battles. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, I don't know. I feel like they made Braun look really, really weak.
Exactly.
But I also feel like they're not really wanting to push Braun right now, which is weird because they gave him the briefcase, but then again, they gave Baron the briefcase last year, and look what happened with that. So.
Well, they gave Baron the briefcase wanting to push him, and then John Cena was like burying him, and then the briefcase was taken away.
Well, yeah, that's true, but who knows what's going on with Braun?
But Braun, I feel like they gave him the briefcase, and then they had that match where they're like, Kevin Owens could take your briefcase, and then they had the opportunity to take the briefcase off of him and give KO a failed cash-in if they really wanted to. But they didn't. They kept the briefcase on Braun. So it's, I mean, are they wanting to keep the briefcase on Braun until like WrestleMania of next year? Like, how long is this going to go on where he just walks out in the middle of these matches? Like,
well, apparently that's all they want him to do.
Exactly. So, something that Bully Ray brought up on Busted Open Radio, and it was something that I was thinking as everybody was telling me on Monday what was going on, because if you didn't hear during the interview, I am boycotting WWE.
All things WWE.
All things WWE. You know why? Where's Bray Wyatt?
I'm telling you, it's like Dave said, he's going to be back. They're revamping him.
I'll just tell you right now, why am I going to watch Roomba and Roman be champions when I'm going to go watch Finn be buried? No. I'm going to watch Braun. I'm going to go watch Braun look like an idiot. Okay, you know, you're the third person who said just watch for Dean and Seth. No, I don't want to watch for Dean.
I didn't say just watch for them. I'm saying you like them.
I do like them, but you know what? When two people said that to me, though, I was like, I like them, but just for having people say just watch for Dean and Seth, no, fuck you. No, sorry,
I didn't mean watch the Shield for Dean and Seth.
No, I meant like
people that are on Raw that you actually like.
I know, but I'm saying like that's what I was saying on Monday. So now it's a matter of principle. Like I'm fucking like, no, don't tell me like okay, so going back to Monday, I was like, I'm boycotting. This is why I'm boycotting. And I literally had two people say, why don't you just watch for Dean and Seth? Why do you even like Bray anyway? So no, to me right now it's a matter of principle. So no,
right.
Like at this point it's a matter of principle. And then it's like SmackDown. Okay, I know like that has nothing to do with it, but you know what? No, because that has to do with the boycott. So sorry, SmackDown. Nothing against you personally, but your sister Raw is a bitch. So, interestingly enough, my boycott happens, and then on Tuesday, rumblings of a Wyatt family reunion start. So we get those rumblings of a Wyatt family reunion the next day.
From Bray?
From Bray himself. And it all started when on Tuesday, after SmackDown, Eric Rowan was announced to be hurt and will be out for 4 to 6 months.
So now Luke has nothing.
Luke has nothing. Bray has nothing.
Braun has nothing but stand there.
Braun just stands there and makes Roman look like a chump and makes sure he doesn't get booed.
And now Braun has a reason to be mad at the Shield. Oh my God, hear that? Shield.
Shield. The Shield.
Oh man.
So, and as you guys heard in the interview, Dave's like, how are you going to know? Oh, I'll know. Because I got my girl gang. My girl gang is there. They got my back.
Oh man. I think that's probably going to happen though.
It's funny though. He doesn't realize my girl gang's got Snapchat. They got me on Snapchat. I could turn my TV on in a moment's notice.
A second's notice.
Yeah, I'll be like, Bray's on? Click. Yeah. Boycott over.
But my thing is, if he is going to like be revamping everything like he's hinted about earlier in the last few days, how quickly is this Wyatt family thing going to happen? Or what will the Wyatt family look like if he's revamping his character?
Well, and another thing I thought about is, I mean, if he's some of the bands that have been thrown around, and this is the one that he's actually tweeted himself, was Slipknot, which I'm very happy about. He is actually talking to Corey Taylor from Slipknot. So something that if he were to get something with Corey Taylor from Slipknot, that would take a while. Like they would have to go to the WWE, and Bray and the WWE and Slipknot would have to talk, and Slipknot's record label would have to talk to the WWE to get licensing, and then so it'd be a little bit just to even get music. Like it isn't like a quick process. So, I mean, the earliest it could happen would be maybe November, December-ish. Like, usually it takes about 3 months. So, if not more. So, really, that's just to get music. That's not, I mean, he could change his look and everything between now and then. Like, he could slowly start, like, moving that way. But to get actual new ring music, it would have to be like November, December, probably. Unless they already are like in talks and there's already something recorded, or they're using like a song that's already out. Which if they did, please use Vermilion, please. Anyway, if not, and they're doing like a whole new song and everything, it's going to be a little bit. So. With that, it could be a little bit.
True.
Even if they are using a song that's already been out, it could be a little bit. Like, it's not going to be something that happens overnight. So, I mean, if we're going to do the Wyatt family right now, which this could be the time to do it. Like, I mean, if we're really talking about Bray changing, I mean, he's not going to change everything about himself, I'm thinking. Like, he's not going to be like, I'm just going to cut all my hair off.
Right.
Like, obviously, it's going to be more subtle changes. Obviously, his character is changing, but obviously, looks-wise, I don't think he's going to change everything. So, yeah. I'm thinking now would be the time to do the Wyatt family if we're going to do it.
That would be.
I mean, before they change them.
And not Dean. And everybody's all about nostalgia with the Shield, and the Shield Wyatt family was a big deal, and I am completely losing my voice. It's like, it's bad.
It is bad, guys. But yeah, it's the nostalgia factor. And honestly, to see the Shield and the Wyatt family go now, because obviously, and as much as I hate Roman, all 6 of them have grown.
Yeah.
Especially Braun. Like, hello? Back when Braun, and speaking of, today is 3 years since Braun debuted as the Black Sheep, so.
And I totally did not like him.
I loved him.
And I did in the beginning.
He was the cutest little black sheep in the world. He was, guys. But, just to see them go at it a couple more times even would be insane.
People would love it. People would love it.
Just to see it would be great. I would enjoy it. And like, that would just make my life. And just the fact that we know that, the fact that Bray's promos on the Shield would be insane. Like it or not, guys. And the thing that I hate is when people say Bray talks in circles. Like, I don't see that at all. Like, there's reasoning behind it. Like, he's not just talking to talk. Like, there's reasoning. I think, and not to call people dumb, but some of the people who are saying that he just talks to talk or talks in circles, are like, they don't understand it's a riddle. Like, you have to use higher level thinking here. Like, you can't just be like, take it at base level, or else it's just going to sound like,
it's symbolism is what it
is. Exactly. You have to understand symbolism and riddle. Like, it's almost like the Riddler. Like, if you watch Batman, you wouldn't understand the Riddler if you don't understand higher level thinking. Like, you wouldn't understand. So you have to, I think that's, and we watched videos on What Culture, and it's kind of sad how bad he gets shit on. Like, it really is. But anyway, enough about him. So Becky Lynch. Let's just talk about Becky, because oh my God.
I don't like that like I said earlier, I don't like that she came out and was like, oh, you guys weren't behind me, blah, 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 all this bullshit that made no sense. Like, ever since Becky dropped the SmackDown title, people have wanted her to have it back. People have cheered for her.
The crazy thing is, when they put the promo up on YouTube and when they put the promo up on Hulu, like all of SmackDown, they cut that part out.
Really?
Yeah. So that was edited out.
Interesting.
So WWE obviously figured out that they fucked up on that. I mean, for them to edit that out, that's obviously going to that shows something there.
So then I wonder what she'll say this week.
I don't know, but for everybody on Twitter was saying, like, for her to say that, was stupid. I don't know who would have told her to say that. Because other than that, her promo seemed like from the heart. Like, it really did. Like, I watched it on YouTube. It seemed like it was from the heart.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Other than that part. Like, if you take that part out, it seems a lot more realistic. But if you leave that part in it, you can tell, like, somebody wrote it. Which, WWE, come on. Let them just fucking go out there and talk. Not that hard. Really. I'm going to tell you. It's not that hard.
I mean, honestly, I'm down for heel Becky, but heel Becky needs to be heel Becky because she's pissed at Charlotte to begin with. And then maybe, like, later on, like, then she, like, some people are cheering for Charlotte in the matches or something, and then she can say something. But when the whole crowd is like, Becky, like, they like her, that doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Like, it would be different if there was only, like, 20% of the crowd saying Becky and the rest were cheering for Charlotte. But people were booing Charlotte. Like, they were booing Charlotte. And not only that, they were also, when Becky was beating the living crap out of her, there were yes chants and they were cheering for her. Like that. And then when you hear the promo back with that line in it, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like, wait, what show were you watching? Because the show I was watching, more than 90% of the crowd was behind you. Like, I'm confused here. Yeah, I was really confused.
There can be a heel Becky, but they're going about it all wrong.
Yeah, like if you want to make her a heel, that's great, but there is a way to do it, and you're not doing it. Like you're making her just like
You
I
just
don't
need
know.
a slow progression, kind of like how Dave was talking about. They could be another Ciampa and Gargano. Like I see that.
Yeah, in my mind, I kind of wanted a heel Charlotte, but the shitty thing is they won't do it because Charlotte's now the face of the company along with Roman and Ronda.
But I mean, I like it, the idea of Becky as a heel just because we always see Charlotte as the heel. Like I think I like the idea. I mean, she's good at it. She's great at it. But I want to see Becky as a heel, but I want to see it done right.
I mean, my opinion is I think that she really, I mean, she is a good heel, but to a certain point though. Like I mean, I can only suspend my disbelief so much. Like and Becky's, in my mind, she's too relatable. Like it's almost like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin was a heel and a face and everything, and I can't hate him.
Right.
Like I can't. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin's the kind of guy where I would go have a beer with him and talk about how much I hate my boss and hate everything. And he'd be like, hell yeah, let's have another beer. Right?
Yep.
So like Becky, I kind of get that same feeling. It's like she's the kind of girl where you'd go hang out with her and have a good time, and you'd go have a beer with her and talk about
what a bitch Charlotte is.
Yeah, exactly. You talk about how much of a bitch Charlotte is because she's a cool person, and she would be like, hell yeah, Charlotte, you could never see yourself having any kind of like relatability because she's almost superior. And as a woman, that's how I feel. It's like I would never be on her level ever. Like, and to me, I don't want to be on her level. Like, I am a very different person. Charlotte is like Amazon gorgeous woman, and I'm never gonna be like that. I'm a potato. So, and like Becky's gorgeous, but I think she can relate to us potatoes. So sorry, Charlotte. I'm going
Becky, and I think Becky has a great shape, but Becky eats potatoes occasionally.
Yeah,
you know,
she knows what a potato is.
Yeah,
yeah, and she doesn't have big old fake boobies.
No,
even though we want them.
If I had hers, I wouldn't want them.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what else? Becky also knows how to have a good time. I'm sure Charlotte does, but I feel like her idea of a good time and my idea of a good time are very different. But my idea of a good time and Becky's idea of a good time are very similar.
And Becky's like quirky and silly, and
she makes puns.
Yeah,
like Sunday Pun Day, like that's funny, and like she'll like make jokes, and she has a personality, and she's cute and funny, and Charlotte,
she's multidimensional.
Yeah, and Charlotte, I feel like is just like very base level. Like you don't see, like the only time we saw personality from her is when she was with Becky.
Charlotte is Regina George.
She is.
That's who she is.
She's Regina George.
Yep.
And if anybody here has ever been personally victimized by Regina George, please raise your hand.
And I see Becky's hand in the back too.
Becky would be like, both hands. Like, seriously though, like I cannot relate to Charlotte because my dad is not Ric Flair. Like, my dad's not Ric Flair.
Nope.
No, my dad's not Ric Flair. And like Becky's tweet today said it the best. Like, while Charlotte was playing volleyball and living this life of like excellency, Becky was leaving home to go train to be a wrestler.
What is it she told Finn? That she lied about her age to let her come to the school? Yeah.
Exactly. Finn asked, how old are you? And she was 7. She had just turned 17. And she said, I'm 18.
And Charlotte, no offense, because, you know, Charlotte's great, but Charlotte was just like, Dad, I want to be a wrestler. Okay, let me train you. Let me get you somebody to train you, you know?
Here, let me make some calls to Hunter and I'll get you a tryout.
Yeah. But I mean, I just feel like just training wise, even like Becky had to work really hard to even get somewhere to train. And Charlotte probably had the best trainers available to her.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Her exact tweet said, this is the SmackDown Women's title. This is the SmackDown Women's title. I left home for this at 17. I broke ground for this in Japan and Europe while you were playing volleyball and getting a tan. I have built my life around this, so you're damn right I'm coming for this, and you better be ready.
And see, that's a good promo. Instead of like blaming the fans like she did at the end. Like if she had said something like that and left it at that, total sense.
And let me tell you, like, it makes sense. Like, it not even before the tweet, it all made sense. Like, she literally has sacrificed her life for this. And
she's in Charlotte's shadow.
Charlotte was doing gymnastics and getting a tan and doing all these things. And not saying it's bad. It's not bad. Like, that's not what we're saying.
No, because she's great at what she does.
Yes. But here's the thing is the way that Charlotte went about this is anytime Becky has been given an opportunity, here comes Charlotte to take said opportunity.
But she's like, we're friends, Becky. Like, the belt, this is our belt. You know?
Yeah,
like,
we're going to share the belt. We're going to do this. And how many times did Becky go along with it? Like, she was like, okay, we're friends. We're best friends. Tea time. Yeah. And now it's like, no.
You can only keep and this is like with any friendship or a relationship, you can only keep your mouth shut for so long. Like, you can't keep your mouth shut forever. Like, you can only take so much.
Exactly.
And then something which has happened to her before, you know, Charlotte getting the pin over her has happened to her before, but it just takes one time, one thing, and you're like, nope, I'm done.
And what I was saying to my guy friends, they were like, you know, I don't know why Charlotte is so upset. I'm like, exactly. Why is she so upset? Because she's done this to everybody else, and now this is the first time somebody's done it to her. Like, how many times has Charlotte stabbed somebody in the back?
Yep.
She's done it to Becky.
I was about to say, didn't she, when they were all in that faction together?
Yeah, she did it. She did it to Paige. She did it to Becky. She did it to Sasha. She did it to Bailey. She's done it to everybody. She did it to Dana. And now, like, this is the first time somebody has, like, really come back at her, other than Dana, when Dana slapped the crap out of her, but then Dana turned back around and was like, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah. And now finally, like, Becky's like, no, screw you, I'm done. Like, how is that? How?
I get it, Becky, I get it.
I understand, Becky. I think the women of the world understand more than the men. Or the men who have watched Mean Girls understand. You, Charlotte, are a mean girl.
And Becky is tired of being a plastic.
Becky no longer wants to be a plastic.
Nope.
You know who Bailey would be? She would be, what's her face, who felt her boobs for the weather? She'd be Karen. Yeah, she's Karen. there's a 70% chance it's already raining.
I'm trying to think who would be Gretchen.
Sasha.
You think?
Sasha would totally be Gretchen Wainers. She'd
Gretchen's
be like,
really ditzy though.
no, she'd be like, hello, Charlotte. Yeah, Bailey's such a bitch. Oh, this is Bailey. Hello, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. Yeah, Bailey's such a bitch.
That's true.
Yes, guys, they are the plastics.
And Becky is now Katie.
Becky is Katie. And she's done.
She's done. She's going to go do her math lead thing. She's going to go steal Regina's man.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know. There wasn't a man involved. But if there was, she would.
And she would she would do it in a classy way, but
let's just hope Charlotte doesn't get hit by the bus in the end.
and has to walk around with that brace on her head.
She's like,
to wear to prom with like flowers around it.
Yeah.
Oh, my voice sounds so bad.
it sounds terrible.
I know.
All right. So, one last thing. We have a new champion. Yay.
At least it's not Brock. At least it'll be on TV. At least there will be opportunities, at least for people to try to get it. It's better than Brock. That's all I can say.
Ditto. And we'll leave it at that.
Yep.
Because let me tell you guys, I honestly did not give a shit. Honestly, like, I watched the match and I'm just like, whatever. I did the Maurice. Done. Just done. Like, I'm just not about that life. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not, like, I just don't really care. Because let me just tell you, the way that it's turning out the way that I thought it would. And it's only been a week. It's like, what can we do to make Roman look strong and have the crowd not boo him? Because guess what? It's happening. So,
I mean, that's your go-to right there. Shield.
yeah. It's like, oh, we'll just trot Brock out on Sunday because, you know, we don't want the crowd to leave.
Yep.
And it kind of didn't, well, in a way it worked, but in a way it didn't because the crowd still chanted, "You both suck," at Brock and Roman. And then Monday, they had him in a match with Finn because the fans love Finn. And then after that, they had Braun come out and then the Shield.
It was all a distraction.
Like, literally, I'm going to tell you guys, it's all a fucking distraction. Like, what's next week? Oh, wait, Wyatt family?
Hopefully.
If not, then, Huh.
Well, you won't know. You won't be watching, so.
Oh, I will. Because you know what? I got all these girls telling me what's going on. And one last thing. I feel bad for EC3.
Why is that?
Because his match with Velveteen Dream was crap. Guys, I know we talked about it, but I'm still really upset. And EC3 got fucked up.
He did. His face looks terrible.
His
shame.
And he got a concussion. So he is out for 4 to 6 weeks.
It's a shame to do that to that face.
I know. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, look at him. How could you?
And for what? A crap match.
For a crap match with a freaking cocky little bitch. Sorry, Velveteen. But still.
You're bitter.
You're better than that, man. Come on, little boy. Because he is young. He's like 20-something. Come on. And you guys all, like, we talked about it last week because we recorded on Sunday. Like, come on. But we didn't know at the time that EC3 had a concussion. And now it's confirmed he has a concussion. So, and, yeah. And Johnny Gargano is not as hurt as he was assumed to be. So, it's kind of like the trade-off of what we thought last week. We thought EC3 just had a black eye and Johnny Gargano was really hurt. Well, switch that up. Johnny Gargano's okay, and EC3 has a concussion and is out for 4 to 6 weeks.
I'm resting my voice. Sorry.
It's okay. We're almost done.
I've decided, like, if I sit for a while, I can get more words out before it starts to go like that. See?
Yeah.
So I'm waiting until there's something really important I want to say.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to finish up right here, though, because Jen's voice is about to go out, and I think we're pretty much done with the interview. I mean, between the interview, what we've just said, I think we're pretty well covered.
I think so.
Yeah. If not, then you guys know we'll be back next week with our all-in
pre-show.
Our all-in pre-show, because all-in is on Saturday. So all in.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited. I'm gotta finalize what could be special plans. So definitely stay tuned to Twitter and Instagram. Literally, it's QOTR Podcast on Twitter. And our Instagram, which I have to look up because I just forgot what it was. I always do because we could not jump on, Queens of the Ring Podcast on Instagram, because I have to finalize if we're going to have a guest or not. We might. We'll let you guys know. If not, you'll just hear Jen and I go on and on and on and on and on about All In.
True.
Because we love All In.
We do, I swear.
Yes, and Marty, if you're somehow listening to this, you got this. I'm the only one who probably believes in you. Kick Okada's ass. What? He's the villain. I love him.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else tells him he's fucked. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, guys. Well, until next week, once again, keep an eye on Instagram and Twitter. We're going to have some news, hopefully. If not, then you'll just see us in our shenanigans.
Yes, you will.
Because there's a lot. Because we just have a lot of shenanigans. All right. So until next week. Bye.
Bye.